guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video we are doing a kind of quick and easy tutorial slash getting ready with me video. The eyes are pretty neutral, so the main focus of the look is going to be these bright lips. So yeah, I haven't worn a bright lip in a long time and I'm really loving this. So if you are interested in learning how to get this look, then just keep on watching. So we're going to start with the face, and the current primer I'm using is the Nivea Men Post Shave Balm. So I'm just going to take a little bit on my hand and put this all over my face. Alright, for foundation, I'm using the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow Foundation. This took me a while to find, but I finally found it at Target. And I've used it a couple times and I really like it so far. I'm just going to put some onto my finger and then just dot it on my face. Going in with the Real Techniques orange sponge. I don't even really use a beauty blender anymore. I only use the Real Techniques sponges. I really like these. So yeah, I still like the beauty blender, but because they're twice the price of these ones, I just use these ones and I love them. So I'm just gonna pounce this all over my skin. And the color foundation I have for this is 202 Creamy Natural, in case you were interested. I believe this might be the second lightest shade, I believe. And then for concealer, I'm using the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer in Fair Neutral. I'm gonna take this and put it under my eyes. I do this every single time. So this is kind of like my daily routine also. And taking the pointed edge of this sponge, I'm going to blend that out. Then with the flat side, I just do this area right here. Doing the same motions as I do with my foundation, I'm just pouncing that into my skin. I'm going to bake my under eye area, and to do that I'm using the RCMA No Color Powder. And I mentioned this in one of my other tutorials, but I like to put this into a smaller container just because the opening or the packaging for this is like a little, yeah, exactly, it's messy. It's already falling down. So it has kind of like a salt and pepper shaker type thing at the top, but with larger holes. And you can also just twist off the top and get the powder out of here. But it's just such a large kind of weird packaging, so I like to put it in a little container like this. This is one of the little travel containers you can get from Target. And so I put it in here. I take the pointed edge, and so I just kind of angle it like this, and I can get right in there and get the product out. It's just a lot easier. So, and then obviously if you want to travel, this is TSA approved, so that works also. Which is actually, I believe, where I started, or the reason I started putting it into this container was I was traveling and I realized it worked a lot better, so I just left it in here. So I'm just taking that and putting that all under my eye in the same shape that I had the concealer, so putting that all under my eye. Then I'm going to move on to eyebrows. So for my brows, I like to use a combination of two different pencils at the moment. I kind of switch off. Sometimes I only use one or the other, sometimes I use both, so today I'm going to use both. So first with the NYX thinner pencil, I'm going to draw under my brow just to get this shape. I'm just following my natural brow shape. My eyebrows are a little thin, so I just go a little higher than they naturally are. I could just use the same pencil and fill in. I almost started doing that right now, but I like to switch over to the Anastasia one just because it's bigger and it can fill in that area a little bit faster. I'll take the spoolie again and just brush it out. Then to finish the brows, I always use the NYX eyebrow powder, which looks like this, and mine is in blonde. It has two powders and a wax. I never use the wax, and I don't ever really use the darker shadow. I just use this lighter shadow here. I really like this color, just matches my brows really well. And I start off in the middle of my brow and then go towards the end, and then with whatever product is left on the brush, I just finish off the inner part. So I don't want the inner part to be too dark, so I always do that part last. So for the eyes, I'm going to use the Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion in Eden, which is the one I always use. I really got to get a new eyeshadow primer. I've been using the same one for so long that it's getting a little boring. But I'm just going to take the smallest amount and put it on my ring fingers and put that onto my lid. Alright, so today I'm going to be using the Tarte Tartelette palette, and the first color I'm going to use is Free Spirit, which is this top one here. And with a flat, larger shader brush, I'm just going to pack my brush with that color and I'm gonna put that on from the lashes up to the brow. I've been doing this lately just because I feel like it helps the colors that go on after this just blend out a lot easier. The next I'm going to use Force of Nature, which is this second one over here, and to apply that I'm using the Morphe M502. I'm putting this right into my crease, going from the inner corner to the outer corner. And the more that I go back and forth, the color just kind of builds and builds. So you can see that there. Now I'm picking up a smaller shader brush like this. This is the one I always use when I'm packing on color onto the lid. And this one is by MAC. The numbers are completely worn off. I think it's a 229. I will have to look. And then I'm going to use, again in the same palette, I'm using Wanderer down here. And this is a warmer, kind of medium brown. And I'm just going to put that directly on to my lid. And again, with that larger M501 brush, I'm gonna blend around that. Now I'm gonna take Multitasker, which is this dark brown all the way at the end of the palette. And to apply this, I'm using the Morphe M169. And I just wanna kind of darken up the outer corner of this eye. And also I think I'm gonna put it on the lash line as well. So I'm gonna actually start off with the lash line. So put it down here. So I decided I'm just going to drag this along kind of like an eyeliner. So I think I'm going to go really bold on the lips. So I'm just going to keep the liner up top. I was going to do black liner at the top, but now I think I'm just going to do this brown instead. And again, with the large Morphe brush, I'm just going to go over that. And I'm going back in with Force of Nature, which was that first crease color we put on. And I'm just adding a little bit more into the crease. Again, going back in with Force of Nature, I'm just going to add more into the crease. Then using Free Spirit again, which was this color here, and that same brush I used earlier, I'm taking a little bit of that and just going under my brow. I'm going in with this MAC 187 brush. I'm going to brush away the rest of this powder. Next, I'm going to take this NYX eye pencil in brown. It says it's an eye/eyebrow pencil, but I'm going to use that as an eyeliner today. So it's just a little pencil like this. I'm going to use this to tightline. Alright, now taking the Morphe M507 brush, I'm going to go in with Multitasker again, which is that dark brown. And I'm putting this under my lashes. I think I'm just going to go about halfway in. Yeah. Now I'm going to wipe that excess off that brush, because with that same brush, I'm going to go in with Wanderer, which was the shade we used on our lid. I'm going to go right on top of that and bring it all the way in. So I'm just going to apply a coat of mascara. And to get those inner lashes, I always struggle with them, so I always just turn my mascara on this way to get those. Then with Benefit Roller Lash, I'm going to do my bottom lashes. Just because the brush is so little, I feel like it's the perfect mascara for your bottom lashes. So for my inner corner, I'm just going to take Free Spirit again with a small little shader brush and just put that onto the inner corner just to help it brighten up a little bit. But I'm probably going to add a little bit of highlighter there. All right, so these are the lashes I'm going to use. These are the Ardell 110 Natural, I suppose. This is what the package looks like here. This is what they look like, so I'm going to go ahead and put those on. Alright, so moving on to the face, I'm going to contour and just bronze up my face a little bit, and I'm using the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. And to apply this, I'm using the Morphe M523, which looks like this. And this has become my new favorite bronzer and my new favorite bronzer brush. So I'm going to take that, just put that to the hollows of my cheeks. I'm starting back from the hairline and bringing it down. And then I'd like to just brush it up. This looks weird. This looks weird, but this is how I always hold my hair back when I'm doing my makeup. And I just realized it now that I'm seeing it on camera. But, so I'm just going to, so I'm contouring, but I'm also trying to just kind of bronze as well. So I'm not having, I don't want to necessarily a straight hard line. I want to kind of just bronze up my whole face as well. Oh my God, these kids are screaming. I'm gonna go up onto the forehead. Down along my hairline. And the same on the other side. Going back up here, and then I'm gonna blend this down a little bit so it's not just a harsh line into my hairline. I wanna blend it down. These kids are screaming. Damn it. And then I also take it along my jawline. And I always take a little bit and just put it on the side of my nose. Just because I don't want to leave the center of my face too bare. I don't do a hardcore line or anything, or else I would use a smaller brush, but I'm just kind of warming up the center of my face. For cheeks, I'm going to use the Benefit Coralista, which is an old but amazing blush. This is one of my favorites. I just love the way they smell. So I'm just going to use a Target Up and Up blush brush and apply that. One day someone's going to be in trouble and I'm not going to know because I'm so used to these kids screaming that I'm going to think that they're playing. So for highlight, I'm going to use the Becca Jaclyn Hill Face Palette. Ever since I got this, this is all I've used for my highlight. I just absolutely love it. To put that on, I'm going to use the Morphe MB23. So I'm just going to take that, go a little bit into each highlight, and put that along my cheekbones. And put that on the tip of my nose as well. And then I'm going to keep its bow. I'm going to take that smaller brush that I use for my inner corner, and I'm going to take Prosecco Pop, just a little bit, and just put that on the inner corner just to brighten that area up a little bit. The whole eye is matte, so I wanted to add just a little bit of highlight right there. Alright, so for my lips, I'm just going to zoom you in a little bit. Yep. I'm going to start with the lip liner, and I'm using the MAC Lasting Sensation lip liner, which is just this bright orange lip liner. I hardly ever use this, so I thought I would use it today. So I'm just going to go ahead and start lining my lips. Then on top of that, I'm going to use the NYX Liquid Suede Cream Lipstick in this bright orange color. The name of this is Foiled Again. So I've never used this before, but I wanted to do a bright lip today, so I thought this was perfect. That's a bright orange. Wow, that's bright. To finish this look off, I'm going to take my Urban Decay All Nighter Makeup Setting Spray and just spray that. So that completes this look. One thing I do have to say about these NYX Liquid Suedes, all the other ones that I've tried I really love. This one was a little bit patchy and streaky when I put it on, but the color once it's on, look at my hand. The color once it's on is amazing. I love this. It's super bright and vibrant, which I haven't worn a bright lip color in so long. I've just been really into those 90s brown mauvey colors that I haven't worn something this bright in so long. But this paired with the neutral brown eye and all of this highlight, I'm loving this look. Let me know what you want to see next. Tutorials, tags, challenges, any of that stuff. So let me know down in the comments, and I will see you in the next one.